Hi all, this is Mohan Kumarian, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Srimati Sri YR GFGC, Pavagada. My today's topic is Introduction to PHP. It's a continuation class. In this session, we are going to learn how to control the flow of execution with the help of control statements in PHP. In this session, especially we are going to learn about the conditional statements. Session outcome: at the end of this session, you would be able to change the flow of execution using conditional statements. Controlling program flow. Generally, in any programming language, the flow of execution will be top to bottom. It is in sequential order. It will start execution from the beginning of the program and it will sequentially executes and terminates at the end. In every programming or scripting language, by default, the program executes in a sequential order. So we can change the flow of program by using conditional and looping statements. These statements are used when you want to specify some conditions in the program. The program executes only if the specified condition is fulfilled. So here the flow of execution can be changed, can be controlled by using some controlling statements. They are our conditional or looping statement. Again, here we need to specify some conditions. Based on the conditions, we can change the flow of execution. Conditional statements. Conditional statements helps the program to decide whether the condition given in the script is true and false. The condition allows to change the sequence of execution based on the condition, evaluates to true or false. Types of conditional statements. There are different types of conditional statements, that is if statements, if else statements, if else statements, switch case statements. Let us learn one by one. The if statement. The if statement always begins with the if and followed by a condition provided in parentheses. If the condition is evaluated and found true, the statements immediately following the conditions are executed. This is the syntax here. Here I am using a keyword called if followed by an expression, and then there will be a set of statements. So in case of this if statements, first this expression will be evaluated. If this expression evaluated to true, then only these statements will be executed. So this is about your if statement. Next, the if else statement. The if else statements are used to make two types of decisions, such as true and false, based on the condition. When the condition is true, the if statement is executed, and when the condition false, the else statement is executed. So here is the syntax for your if else statements. So in this syntax, we use a keyword called if followed by expression, and within this, after this expression, there will be a set of statements. Then there will be else keyword. After that, there will be a set of else statements. So in case of this if else statements, this expression is evaluated. If this expression is evaluated to true, then only these true statements, true, these statements will execute. If this expression evaluates to false, then the else statements will be executed. So this is in case of your else statements. If else statements. In if else statement, first the condition will be evaluated. If the condition evaluates to true, then the first set of statements will be executed, or else the second set, that is else statements, will execute. The if else if else statement. A condition of if else statement is evaluated in a sequence. When the condition within the if statement is false, then the else if conditions is checked, and if it is found true, else if statements are executed. However, else condition is executed when all the else if statements are false. Here is the syntax for your if else statement. So here the if statements start with the if keyword followed by a condition, then a else if keyword. We can have any number of else if keywords and else if keywords followed by their conditions. At last there will be a else condition, sorry, not else statement. First, in this if else statement, first the if condition will be checked. If this condition evaluates to true, then if statements will be executed. If statements will be executed. If suppose this condition evaluates to false, then only it will checks for else if condition. So if suppose is this expression or this condition evaluates to false, then only your else if condition will be checked, otherwise it won't be checked. So if suppose all these if and else if conditions failed, then only these else statement will be executed. So that is your if else statement. Nested if else statements. One of the useful thing about conditional statements is that they can be nested within each other. So the syntax for your nested if else statements are as follows. Here we can nest any if statement with any other if statements, like we can nest if statement with the if else statement, or we can nest if else statement with the if statement. Like this we can have any type of nested if else statements. Here the syntax is like this: if followed by a condition, then there will be some statements. Within your true statements, we can have one more if else statements. Even we can have one more if else statements in else statements also. In this way, we can nest one if else statements within another if else statements. That is your nested if else statements. The switch statements. A switch statement allows a program to evaluate a condition and match the condition's value to the statements given in the case labels. Case label values. If a match is found, the program executes the associated statements. If no matching label found, the program looks for the optional default statements. So here is the syntax for your switch statement. So syntax start with a keyword switch followed by a condition. Then there will be a number of case followed by label values, and at the last it's a optional thing. We may have this default or we may not also. So what will happen? First the condition of a switch condition will be evaluated, and this condition will give a value, and this value will be matched with all labels of your cases, all case label values that will be matched with all case label values. If it find any matches, its corresponding or associated statement will be executed. If suppose this condition value is not matched with any of these case labels, then only these default statements will be executed. In case if this value is matches with the case 1 label, then this statement 1, the case label 1 associated statement will be executed, and there will be a break statement at the end of every case statements. Then after it will comes out of your switch condition. Combining conditional statements. So we can combine conditional statements by using logical operators such as and, or, and and or operators. So far in all our conditions, there we have in all our conditional I mean conditional or conditional statements, there we are using only single conditions, but even we can have multiple condition expressions also. Those multiple expressions can be combined by using your logical operators such as or operators and operator. Here is the one simple examples to find the leap year. Here I am combining three conditional expressions. These three expressions which are combined using your or operators and operators. In this way we can combine multiple conditional statements, using logical operators such as and or operator. So it's a time to summarize what are all the things we have learned in this session. In this session, we have learned how to control the flow of execution by using conditional statements. Here we learned a few conditional statements like if statements, if else statements, if else if else statements, and switch case statements. So that's all for the day. Thank you.